What's up, Steelers Nation? Our team is on a mission to get better, stronger, and more competitive in 2025. Because let's be real, last season left a lot to be desired. But don't worry, the front office is making moves, and some big changes could be coming to the roster. Before we break it all down, do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a second of Steelers news this offseason. You won't want to be out of the loop on what's happening next. All right, let's dive in. The wide receiver position has been an issue for the Steelers. Outside of George Pickens, there isn't much depth, and it showed throughout the season. The front office knows they need another big-time weapon, and guess what? A huge name just hit the rumor mill. According to Pro Football Focus's Mason Cameron, DeAndre Hopkins could be a potential target for Pittsburgh this offseason. Hopkins' 77.00 PFF receiving grade this season shows the 32-year-old still has good snaps left in the tank, which could draw the attention of Mike Tomlin and his staff, Cameron wrote. Think about it. A veteran like Hopkins lining up opposite Pickens? That's a dangerous duo for any defense to handle. Now, let's be honest. Hopkins isn't the same player he was in his prime, but he's still a 5-time Pro Bowler and a 3-time first-team All-Pro, and the numbers don't lie. 41 catches, 437 yards, 4 touchdowns with the Chiefs after being traded at the deadline. 1,230 yards and 8 TDs in his last 2 seasons combined. Career total, 12,026 yards, 77 touchdowns. That's production the Steelers need. The big question is, would the Steelers go after him? We know Pittsburgh showed interest in Hopkins before, but Kansas City swooped in and made the deal. Now, the Chiefs have a crowded WR room, and if Hopkins hits free agency, this could be Pittsburgh's chance to pounce. Should the Steelers make the move? Drop a comment and let me know what you think. All right, Steelers fans, this is where things get interesting. We all expected big coaching changes after last season's collapse, but guess what? Mike Tomlin is back. Arthur Smith is here. Terrell Austin is staying. So if coaching isn't changing, what will? According to insider Mike DeFabo, the only major change the Steelers could make this offseason would have to come on the roster, and that could mean trading away a major player. If the Steelers are actually going to shake things up significantly, it will have to be done to the roster, by trading someone substantial, DeFabo wrote. This raises one massive question. Who could be on the trade block? The first name that comes to mind. George Pickens. Now let's be clear. Pickens is a stud. His talent is undeniable, and he's put up some great numbers. 1 to 400-plus receiving yards over the last 2 seasons. One of the best contested catch receivers in the NFL. But here's the problem. Pickens has baggage. His attitude and maturity issues have raised concerns inside the Steelers organization. We've seen moments where he's frustrated on the field, and let's not forget, this is the same guy who scrubbed the Steelers from his social media midseason because he wasn't getting the ball enough. With Pickens becoming eligible for a contract extension in 2025, the Steelers have to make a decision. Do they commit to him long-term, or do they trade him now and get value while they can? If the Steelers trade Pickens, they could land a premium draft pick or a major asset to fill other holes in the roster. But here's the flip side. If Pittsburgh adds Hopkins, maybe Pickens becomes even more dangerous. Would you trade Pickens or keep him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If the Steelers don't move Pickens, another name to watch is Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, we love Minkah. He's been a game changer in the secondary. But over the last 2 seasons, his production has dipped, and he missed time with injuries in 2023. He's also carrying a big contract, and if the Steelers want to free up money, moving Minkah could be an option. Another spot to watch? The pass rush. T.J. Watt isn't going anywhere. Nick Herbig is emerging as a solid option. Alex Highsmith just signed an extension. But could he be a trade piece? If the Steelers want to upgrade their offense, a trade involving Highsmith or Herbig could bring in a high draft pick or offensive weapon. Would you trade Minkah or Highsmith for offensive help? Let me know in the comments. The Pittsburgh Steelers made a bold move before the 2024 season even started. They declined the fifth-year option on Naji Harris's rookie contract. That means, as of right now, Harris is set to become a free agent in March when the new league year begins. Now let's get one thing straight. Naji Harris has been a solid running back, 1,000-plus rushing yards in all 4 seasons, has never missed a game. Made the Pro Bowl as a rookie, but has he lived up to being a first-round pick? That's where the debate begins. Some fans argue that he's been held back by a bad offensive line and an offense that has struggled for years. Others say he lacks explosiveness and isn't worth the big contract he might be looking for. So what's really going to happen? Insider report, the Steelers might actually bring Harris back. Steelers insider Jerry Dulac dropped some interesting info when asked about Harris's future. I will tell you there is no hometown discount, but I think the chances are better he returns than not. Translation? Harris isn't giving the Steelers any kind of discount, but there's still a good chance he stays in Pittsburgh. This actually makes sense. Despite all the criticism, Harris has been reliable. He's played behind a bad O-line, no passing game, and had an OC fired mid-season. The real question is, what kind of market does he have in free agency? Could another team steal Harris away? If Harris does hit the open market, several teams could be interested. Some possible landing spots include Denver Broncos, need a true workhorse back. Las Vegas Raiders, could replace Josh Jacobs. Los Angeles Chargers, need a power runner after moving on from Austin Eckler. And don't forget, Harris is a West Coast guy. If a team out there offers him a solid deal, could he be tempted to leave Pittsburgh? But here's the key. If the Steelers want him back, they might have the chance to match an offer. The big money question, is Harris worth $9 million per year? According to SpotRack, Harris is projected to land a 3-year, $27 million deal. That's $9.2 million per year. Let's be honest, that is a lot of money for a running back. Would the Steelers actually pay that? Probably not. And to be real, the fan base would not be happy if Pittsburgh handed out that kind of contract. Why? Because there's a better, cheaper option already on the roster. Steelers Nation, here's the bottom line. The offense needs another weapon. Hopkins could be that guy. Major roster changes are coming. A trade could shake things up. George Pickens, Minkah Fitzpatrick, or a linebacker could be on the move. We're heading into one of the most important off-seasons in Steelers history, and the front office has to get it right. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you sign DeAndre Hopkins? Should the Steelers trade Pickens, Minkah, or Highsmith? What's the one move Pittsburgh needs to make this offseason? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And don't forget, smash that like button. And subscribe for more Steelers news all offseason long. We'll be breaking down every rumor, every trade, and every move Pittsburgh makes. Thanks for watching, Steelers Nation. I'll see you in the next one.